The soft descent into night. The night settles slowly, as though the sky itself has chosen to breathe a long, gentle sigh. The world softens. The horizon dissolves into twilight blue. And in the distance, a shimmering band of moonlit mist forms over the sea, as if calling you toward a place where time moves softer, slower, easier. Tonight, you begin a journey to a realm known only in the quietest dreams, the Whispering Isles, a place where gentle winds tell old stories, where moonbeams rest on calm waters, and where every step you take brings you deeper into peaceful stillness. So allow your breath to soften, your shoulders to fall, and your thoughts to drift. Like a small boat released into quiet water. Your voyage begins now. The moonlit crossing. The cool night air brushes your skin as you step onto an old wooden pier. It stretches out over still, glassy water that reflects the moon in a perfect, glowing circle. A small wooden boat waits for you, swaying very slowly. Its lantern glows with a dim, warm light, soft, steady, welcoming. You place a hand on the boat's edge. The wood is smooth from many seasons of gentle tides. As you sit, the boat rocks once, then settles, as though it knows you have come for rest. The oars dip into the water with a quiet whisper. Each stroke sends ripples outward, silver rings expanding across the moonlit surface. The air tastes faintly of salt, eucalyptus, and drifting flowers. A gentle breeze brushes your face as the boat glides forward. The night moves with you, unhurried, serene. As you drift farther, stars bloom across the sky, dozens, then hundreds, then thousands, until the entire heavens feel alive with soft light. You feel the world slowing, as though your heart has stepped into rhythm with the gentle rocking of the sea. The boat guides itself now. The oars rest. You simply breathe, and the water carries you toward a line of shimmering islands waiting in the distance. Every ripple, every cool breath, every shift of moonlight draws you deeper into calm. the Isle of Quiet Sands. The boat arrives at the first island. A long stretch of pale sand glowing under the moon. The moment your foot touches the shore, a soft warmth spreads beneath your skin. The sand is cool on the surface, yet warm underneath, like it holds memories of sunlit days now resting peacefully in the night. You walk slowly. Your footsteps make no sound. The air hums gently, as if the island has been waiting for you. A gentle tide curls at the edge of the beach. Waves so soft they seem to whisper rather than crash. Each one leaves behind a faint silver shimmer that fades slowly as the water pulls back. To your left, smooth round stones form a path that leads deeper inland. You follow them, your breath matching the slow pulse of waves behind you. Up ahead stands a grove of willow trees. Their long branches sway lazily, each leaf glowing like a tiny lantern. When the breeze moves through them, they create a low harmonic sound, a calming hum, a quiet lullaby made of leaves and wind. You step beneath their swaying canopy. The light softens, your heartbeat eases, the world feels held. And in that serenity, a deep feeling of safety settles over you. Warm, grounding, steady. The first island welcomes you gently, as though it understands the weight you've been carrying and invites you to lay it down. The path of soft echoes. You continue along a winding path of white stones. Each step releases a faint sound, not a crunch, not a tap, but a soft note as if the stones themselves sing a tiny melody beneath your feet. It is peaceful, slow, steady, almost like walking through a living memory. The air shifts around you, still warm, but now scented with jasmine and night-blooming flowers. The sky above grows deeper, the stars brighter, the moon larger and more luminous. In the distance, you hear it, a faint echo. Not loud, not sharp, just a soft return of distant sound. Like a whisper coming far across the water. As you walk, the echo follows, gentle, rhythmic, comforting. You pass under drifting arches of hanging vines that sway like soft curtains. Each one sways slower than the last. Your steps slow to match them. Your breathing deepens. Your mind softens. Your body loosens. Your thoughts float. By the time you reach the end of the path, you are moving like a dream, floating through silence, wrapped in calm. The Isle of Luminous Pools. The next island rises ahead, a glowing sanctuary of calm water and drifting mist. The swaying meadow of quiet winds. As the last whispers of the Isle of Endless Stars fade into stillness, you feel the earth beneath you shift, not suddenly, but softly, like the slow turning of a page. The field of cool grass stretches around you, but now a new current of wind begins to move gently across the land. It carries the scent of warm herbs, like chamomile, soft mint, and nighttime. Slowly, you sit up. Ahead of you is a gentle meadow, its tall grasses swaying in slow, synchronized waves. Calm, rhythmic, effortless. You rise and begin walking. The grasses brush against your fingertips, each blade warm with trapped moonlight. When the wind drifts through them, they create a soft rushing sound, a sound that settles deep into your chest, like distant ocean waves heard from a quiet room. You move through the meadow, your steps slow, light, almost floating. Every few breaths, you pause and simply watch how the wind moves. It bends the grasses in long, sweeping arcs, making the whole meadow breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, like a living lullaby. A small path reveals itself between the swaying blades. You follow it without thought, guided by the soft glow at the horizon. With every step, your body feels looser, warmer, softer, as though the wind itself is taking pieces of tension and carrying them away. The driftwood bridge. At the far end of the meadow, you come upon a graceful bridge made of smooth driftwood. Its structure curves gently over a slow-moving stream that glows with pale blue light. The water below moves so slowly that it reflects the moon in perfect stillness. You step onto the bridge. The wood is warm beneath your bare feet, polished by years of gentle tides and wandering travelers seeking rest. Each step produces a soft wooden tone, a gentle tap that echoes lightly and fades into the night. You pause at the center of the bridge. The stream beneath you sings a quiet melody, a layered whisper of trickling water and soft bubbling currents. You lean on the wooden railing and watch tiny silver fish drift beneath the surface, their bodies glowing like floating stars. The more you watch, the slower everything becomes. The stream, your breath, your heartbeat, your thoughts, all of it settles into one slow rhythm, an easy, dreamy softness guiding you deeper inward. When you continue walking, your footsteps are quieter, your movements slower, as though you've stepped through a veil of calm. The Valley of Wandering Lights. A slight incline leads you to the mouth of a wide cavern cut into the hillside. The entrance glows faintly, lit by shimmering crystal formations that pulse with a gentle blue radiance. Inside, the cavern opens into a vast hall filled with thousands of glowing crystals in every shape and size. Some rise like towers. Some hang from the ceiling like lanterns. Some cluster like quiet flowers blooming from stone. Their light is soft, never bright, and they shift colors slowly, smoothly, from pale blue to lavender to moonlit silver. You walk deeper. Your footsteps echo softly, but even the echoes are gentle, stretching out long and quiet, like a fading memory. A low hum fills the hall, a soothing vibration that travels through the stone and into your feet. It rises up your legs, your spine, your shoulders, and settles gently behind your eyes, a warm, heavy calm. You pause beside a cluster of tall crystals. Their glow is steady, heart-like, rhythmic. When you place your hand on one, it vibrates softly beneath your palm, as though sharing a wordless story in pulses of light. You close your eyes. Nothing moves. Nothing needs to. The crystals hold the entire room in silence. A perfect, comforting stillness that settles deeply into you. Here, time feels slow, almost motionless, and yet as you eventually open your eyes, the path gently calls you onward. The Stairway of Fallen Moons. The cavern leads upward into an open sky, where soft moonlight spills across a stone staircase descending a distant hill. The steps are smooth, wide, and shallow, easy to walk, easy to follow.
They are made of pale stone that glows faintly with soft lunar shine. Some say these steps were carved from fallen pieces of the moon that drifted into this world long ago. As you begin descending, each step releases a soft puff of silver dust that rises gently and dissolves in the cool night air. The air is crisp here, carrying the faint scent of cool mineral water and soft night herbs. As you descend, your breathing deepens, your thoughts slow, and your body grows heavier in the most comforting way. The staircase winds slowly through the hills, overlooking wide fields and drifting clouds that roll in slow-motion waves. Halfway down, you pause and gaze across the landscape. The entire world feels like it is dreaming, soft, glowing, moving at the pace of a deep, full breath. Your eyes grow heavier. Your shoulders feel lighter. A warm calm settles over you like a soft blanket of night. You continue downward.
The world grows quieter still, as though even the stars themselves have slowed their shimmering to match the peaceful rhythm of your breath. The grass beneath you feels softer now, almost like a cloud that has settled onto the ground just to cradle your resting body. Somewhere in the distance, a low, melodic hum rises and falls, the natural song of the whispering isles, a tune as old as moonlight itself. It drifts through the air like a lullaby carried on gentle wind. You lie there for a time, still, weightless, wrapped in cool night air and the warmth rising slowly from the earth. Time loosens, moments stretch until they become soft threads woven into the fabric of drifting dreams. Eventually, as though the island knows you're ready, a faint silver glow appears in the corner of your vision. You sit up slowly, not startled, not rushed, just following the gentle pull of curiosity. The glow comes from a narrow pathway made of tiny star-shaped stones that shimmer with each breath of moonlight. You rise to your feet. Your steps are slow, effortless, silent, as you follow the glowing trail deeper into the heart of the final island. The Hall of Whispering Winds. The path leads to a long archway formed by curving branches that meet overhead. Soft vines hang in loose spirals, glowing faintly blue in the moonlight. As you pass under the archway, a warm breeze brushes your cheek. It carries with it a chorus of whispers, not words, not voices, just the faint suggestion of sound, a soft, distant comfort that seems to wrap around your thoughts and soothe every corner of your mind. The Hall of Whispering Winds is not a building, but a natural cathedral, with tall trunks rising like pillars and drifting leaves forming a canopy that moves gently with the breeze. As you walk deeper, each breath feels lighter, each step feels softer,
Your heartbeat slows until it matches the quiet hum of the wind. You reach the center of the grove, where a circular stone platform rests. It glows in soft silver, as though moonlight has pooled there, waiting for you. You sit quietly. The wind moves around you in slow spirals, its whispers calming and continuous, like a soft conversation between sky and leaves. The longer you sit, the more the world around you dissolves into gentle sound and warm stillness. It feels as though the island is breathing with you, rising, falling, slow, steady, easy. Your mind drifts like a feather carried by wind. You could stay here for hours, and perhaps you do, safely wrapped in the lullaby of the whispering breeze. The glowing bridge of tides. When you finally rise from the lakeside, you follow a narrow pathway lined with glowing night bloom flowers, petals soft as silk, colors shifting gently with each breath of wind. They open slowly as you pass, as though greeting you, each bloom releasing a faint, calming fragrance. The path leads into a large garden, where hundreds of thousands of flowers glow in shades of soft blue, pale gold, and gentle violet. The air is warm and moves in slow waves, carrying the scent of lavender, honey, and deep forest calm. At the center of the garden is a circular stone bench wrapped in vines of soft, luminous petals. You sit upon it and feel a gentle warmth spread through your body, from your spine to your shoulders to the tips of your fingers. The garden hums faintly, a soft, resonant tone like the world singing a quiet lullaby. Your eyelids grow heavy again. Your thoughts drift like petals on warm water. You feel as though the night itself is tucking you in. The chamber of dream echoes. You rise and follow the slow curve of the garden path to a tall archway woven from branches. Beyond it lies a small clearing surrounded by smooth stones. In the center stands a shallow pool, no larger than a small pond. The surface reflects the moon in soft, hazy light. As you approach, you notice the water is not still. It gently ripples in slow circles, emanating from the center outward. You kneel and place your fingertips upon the surface. Instant warmth travels up your arm and into your chest like a soft wave of comfort. The ripples shift, becoming slower, smoother, and then they begin to glow. In the glowing ripples, faint shapes appear, not quite images, not quite memories, but soft dream echoes from a place beyond thought. They drift gently, like distant stars reflected in water, and you feel them speaking not in words, but in peaceful sensations. A memory of safety, a feeling of belonging, a deep sense of ease and rest. The pool reflects not the past, but the calm that waits within you. And as you watch, your breath slows to the rhythm of the glowing ripples. You close your eyes, the gentle warmth of the dream echoes wraps around you like a soft blanket. Your mind drifts again into the deepest calm. When you stand once more, the world feels softer, the air warmer, the night deeper, your body lighter. The pathway ahead glows faintly, as though guiding you toward one final sanctuary. You follow it, slowly, quietly, peacefully. The trees part, revealing a wide, open meadow bathed in moonlight. The grass sways in a gentle rhythm, like a slow, calming breath. You walk to the center of the meadow, where a large stone ring rests, smooth, warm, ancient. You sit within it and feel the stone hum beneath you in a low, soothing vibration. Above you, the clouds move slowly, revealing a sky full of drifting stars. The world becomes quiet, completely quiet, beautifully quiet. Your breath slows, your thoughts soften, your body feels heavy and safe. The whispering isles settle around you like soft wings wrapping gently over your shoulders. The night deepens, your eyelids grow heavy, your breath becomes shallow and slow. And again you drift into rest, into warmth, into deep, peaceful, endless sleep.
The meadow holds you in its gentle stillness, a vast cradle of moonlit grass, slowly swaying in the quiet rhythm of the night. You remain seated for a moment, feeling the hum of the stone ring beneath you, a soft vibration that spreads warmth through your legs, your spine, your shoulders, until your whole body feels like it is floating between earth and sky. The moon glows above, full and gentle, its light washing over the clearing in silver waves. As your breath deepens, the world seems to slow even further, the air thick with peaceful calm, time stretching open like the soft unfolding of a dream. You rise slowly, almost weightlessly. Your steps feel like drifting motions, guided by the quiet pull of the night. A soft path appears, a narrow ribbon of pale grass that glows faintly beneath the moon. You follow it as it curves through the meadow toward a distant cluster of tall trees, shaped by centuries of wind and gentle time. The grove of slow dreams. The trees stand like guardians around a small, serene clearing. Their bark is smooth and pale, almost white, glowing softly in the moonlight. The leaves overhead are long and narrow, and when they move in the breeze, they shimmer like thin silver threads. As you step beneath their canopy, the temperature shifts just slightly into a warm, dreamy air that settles over your skin like a shawl of calm. A faint humming surrounds you, the trees themselves creating a low, soothing vibration that feels like the heartbeat of the island. The deeper you walk, the softer the world becomes. Your eyelids grow heavier, and each blink feels longer than the one before. At the center of the grove is a fallen log covered in thick, soft moss. You sit upon it, or perhaps you lie down, your body sinking into the gentle cushion, as though it were crafted just for moments like this. The moss is warm, surprisingly warm, and it molds to the curves of your body, like the embrace of a soft, living mattress. Above you, the branches move slowly in lazy arcs that catch and cradle moonlight. Shadows drift across your face, soft, slow, gentle. You inhale deeply, and the air tastes of fresh leaves and calm night breeze. Your exhale is slow, long, and quiet.
The grove hums around you, a lullaby shaped by wood and wind. And you rest there for what could be minutes or hours, or a long drifting dream outside the measure of time. The drift toward the Moonstone Pass. When you finally rise, slowly, unhurried, peacefully, the grove gently guides you back to the path. The glowing grass bends slightly, as though bowing to your presence, then returns to its quiet sway as you pass. Up ahead, the terrain changes from soft meadow to a series of rounded moonstone arches that form a natural passageway into the deeper parts of the island. The moonstones pulse faintly with warm, pale light, not bright, not sharp, but soft enough to feel like the glow of a distant memory. As you step through the first arch, the world becomes quieter still. Sounds dampened, thoughts softened, your breath the only steady rhythm. Each moonstone arch is slightly larger than the last, and between them lies a narrow, winding path made of smooth white sand that shifts gently beneath your feet. The sand is warm, as though storing the heat of countless quiet nights. You walk slowly, your steps leaving shallow impressions that fade almost immediately, the island brushing them away as though encouraging you to release every step, every thought, every weight. By the time you reach the final, largest moonstone arch, your mind has quieted to a long, soft hum that matches your breathing. You pause there, beneath the arch that glows brightest, and place your hand against its smooth, warm surface. The stone responds with a subtle pulse that travels through your arm into your chest, your abdomen, your legs, until your entire body hums in harmony with the moonlit pass. It feels like the island itself is gently lulling you toward even deeper rest. The shore of silent waves. Beyond the Moonstone Pass lies a hidden beach far quieter than the first island, a place where waves don't break or crash or roar, but simply rise and fall in gentle, hushed breaths. The sand here is pale silver, cool and fine, shifting beneath your feet like soft sugar. You walk to the shoreline and sit down slowly, letting the cool sand mold around your hands, your legs, your body. The waves drift in with a sound so delicate, it feels like fabric brushing fabric, a whisper softer than silence. The water glows faintly beneath the moon, its movements slow and rhythmic, a perfect mirror for your deepening calm. You watch the waves, one, then another, each one slower than the last, each one quieter, each one more soothing. Your breath synchronizes with the soft pulse of the tide. Inhale as the wave rises, exhale as it falls. Again, and again, and again. Until your breath and the ocean feel like the same gentle motion. Your shoulders loosen, your heartbeat steadies, your thoughts dissolve into soft glowing mist that drifts out over the water. Time stretches again, and you drift in peaceful stillness. The night tide lanterns. After some time, the waves begin to glow brighter, tiny sparks of golden light emerging from beneath the surface. They gather, lift, and rise slowly into the air like lanterns made of soft fire. Hundreds of them, perhaps thousands, float upward in slow, drifting motions. They move around you, above you, past you, each one leaving behind a faint, shimmering trail that fades into the moonlit air. The lanterns glow gently, lighting the shore, casting no shadows, only soft warmth that spreads across your skin like a comforting embrace. You lie back in the sand and watch the lanterns drift across the sky. Their movement slow, hypnotic, mesmerizing. Each lantern rises until it becomes a small golden star, blending seamlessly into the night sky. Soon, you can no longer tell which stars are natural and which were born from the glowing waves. And the sky above you becomes an endless field of warm, quiet light, holding you in serene, quiet stillness. And you drift deeper and deeper into peace.
The night deepens around the drifting boat, wrapping everything in a velvety darkness, touched only by gentle strands of moonlight. The water beneath you moves in long, unhurried waves, so soft and steady that it feels more like the ocean is breathing than shifting. Each rise and fall becomes slower, heavier, calmer, guiding your body into deeper rest. Far ahead, the mist that once curled lazily over the surface begins to shimmer. Soft blue lights glow from within, stretching and fading like lanterns floating in a warm current. The air cools pleasantly, brushing your skin with a whisper-like caress. Every part of you responds, not with alertness, but with release, peace, a gentle letting go. As the boat drifts closer, the lights reveal themselves not as lanterns at all, but as small, luminous creatures gliding just above the water. Their bodies look like translucent silk, half wing, half petal, drifting through the air with soft spirals of glow. Each one makes a quiet rippling sound, like the faintest whisper of wind brushing over glass. One of them drifts close to the boat. It hovers, glowing softly, and its light pulses in a slow rhythm, a rhythm that matches your breathing. In and out. The glow rises and falls. In and out. The creature circles you once, leaving behind a trail of snow blue sparkles that dissolve before they ever touch the wood of the boat. Its presence seems to carry with it a message. You are safe here. You are welcome. You are free to rest. Your eyes grow heavier. The creature floats ahead, joining the others, forming a soft path of light through the mist. The boat follows effortlessly, as if the water itself understands your need for calm and carries you forward with gentle devotion. As the mist parts, a wide moonlit bay opens before you. The waters here are even smoother, still, almost glass-like, reflecting the moon so clearly it feels like you're drifting into the sky. The horizon blurs, the world softens, the lines between water and air vanish. A wind moves through the bay, warm this time, carrying the scent of jasmine and sweet lilies.
It drifts through your thoughts and smooths them down, one by one, until everything inside you loosens. The boat glides toward a narrow inlet glowing with pale green light. Tall rocks rise on either side, covered in strands of luminescent moss that sway with the softest movements of the air. Their glow is tender, not harsh or bright, but muted, calming, the kind of light that feels like a peaceful embrace. The sound here changes too. It becomes deeper, more resonant, a slow, gentle hum rising from the stone walls, vibrating faintly in your chest. It's a sound that encourages you to release even more, to sink, to drift, to fold yourself into the quiet. The boat enters the inlet, and the moss-covered walls begin to glow brighter with each inch forward. The hum deepens, growing warmer, richer, wrapping you in a cocoon of sound and peace. The air cools again, becoming crisp and refreshing, yet not cold, like the clean air just after a gentle rain. The inlet opens into a second lagoon, hidden completely from the outer sea. The sky above this place is brighter, filled with hundreds of pale stars twinkling just above the surface, reflected as if two skies exist, one above, one below. The lagoon itself swirls with soft ripples of color, pale blues, soft purples, gentle pinks, weaving beneath the surface like drifting ribbons. Your boat slows, then drifts, then finally stops at the center of the lagoon, floating weightlessly. Nothing here disturbs you. No waves, no wind. Just peace so deep it feels endless. As you rest at the center, the stars above you shift slowly, not in their normal, distant patterns, but in deliberate, swirling motions. They move as though they're alive, flowing gracefully like dancers in slow motion. Trails of silver light follow behind them, forming shapes, soft, comforting shapes that lean toward you as though offering warmth. The sky speaks, not in words, but in color. A soft wash of blue pours outward, then lavender, then rose gold. Each color brushes over your skin like a cool stream of water. With every sweep, your thoughts soften, your breath deepens, your heartbeat slows, syncing with the rhythm of the lagoon beneath you. You feel lighter, as if your body is made of warm sand, loose, soft, restful, weightless. The boat gently rocks, once, and then becomes still again, anchored by nothing but the calm. Far below, something glows. A soft pulsing light rises from the depths of the lagoon. It grows brighter, not harshly, but with a gentle, curious glow, like a candle lighting slowly in darkness. The water around the boat illuminates with it, turning into a swirling pool of silver blue. Then the light splits into smaller, drifting shapes, hundreds of them, glowing like underwater stars rising to the surface, They float upward in smooth spirals, surrounding the boat, moving like flocks of gentle dream creatures. When they break the surface, they hover in the air, becoming orbs of soft light. They're warm, like small suns, but never too bright. Each orb hums faintly, so faintly, it's more a sensation than a sound, felt in your chest, your ribs, your breath. One floats close, pauses near your shoulder, and gently touches the air beside you. The warmth that radiates loosens something deep within you, tension you didn't know was still tucked away. The orb drifts upward and rejoins the others, forming a slow, looping dance around the boat. Their motion, the air, the stars, the silence, everything forms a perfect cradle around you, a cocoon of sleep, a sanctuary of calm. The lagoon darkens again, but only to deepen the peace, and the glowing shapes slowly settle around you. And then, the sky above opens slightly, revealing a path of moonlight stretching far into the distance, an invitation to continue the journey deeper into the whispering isles. The boat stirs, gently, softly, as if awakening just enough to continue carrying you forward. But you are not required to awake.
The boat follows the moonlit pathway as though it has known this route for centuries. It glides forward without a sound, no paddles, no sails, just the gentle guidance of the water beneath it and the soft pull of moonlight ahead. The further you drift, the more the world changes around you. The air grows warmer, carrying a quiet fragrance, something like fresh rain mixed with crushed petals, subtle and calming. With every breath, the scent fills your lungs with a soft, warm lightness that eases away even the faintest remnants of tension. Your shoulders sink, your jaw loosens, your mind quiets until thoughts feel like nothing more than passing clouds. Above the water, the sky's colors begin to shift again. A soft ribbon of pale turquoise unfurls across the horizon, blending into lavender and deep indigo. The moon brightens, stretching a luminous beam over the surface of the sea. It looks like a road of silver leading directly into dreams. The boat glides onto this glowing trail. For a moment, it feels as though you're no longer floating on water at all, but drifting gently along a river of pure moonlight. The water turns still beneath you, perfectly smooth, creating the sensation of gliding through another world entirely, a world untouched by worry, untouched by noise, untouched by anything other than deep, restful magic. The silence around you grows softer, fuller, welcoming, almost sacred. Then, a faint sound begins to rise. It's a hum, low and melodic, vibrating through the air like a distant choir. It doesn't come from ahead or behind, but from all around, as if the sea, the sky, and the moon itself are humming to you. The hum deepens, warm, gentle, slow. And with each soft vibration, your breath deepens too, in and out. in and out. Every exhale feels like releasing something into the night, releasing thoughts, releasing weight, releasing the day itself. The moonlight grows brighter, and the sea below begins to glow with it. Beneath the surface, pale currents swirl like silk ribbons in slow motion. They twist and weave around each other, as if dancing beneath the water, casting patterns of light upward that ripple across your face and hands. You watch the ribbons of light drift along the seafloor. Some move like gentle waves, others spiral like soft winds. A few pulse in slow, rhythmic patterns so steady that they lull your mind into deeper stillness. Far ahead, shapes begin to form in the water. Not frightening shapes, not even mysterious ones, but gentle, bright silhouettes glowing near the seabed. They look like floating trees made of pure light, their branches swirling upward like ribbons of starlight, their trunks shimmering like polished crystal. They are the moonroot trees, the ancient guardians of the isles. Their glow is soft, dreamlike, a cool silver white that moves like breath. As the boat approaches them, their branches begin to sway, even though there is no wind. The movement is slow, hypnotic, like the drifting of deep-sea corals. With every sway, the shimmering leaves emit a faint chime, soft, delicate, like the ring of distant bells underwater. Each chime comforts you. Each soft note relaxes your body further. Your chest loosens, your arms grow heavier, your legs sink deeper into calm. The moonroot trees grow taller as the boat glides past them. Some stretch upward beyond the surface of the water, their tops breaking through like glowing towers. Others remain entirely submerged, filling the depths with drifting trails of silver light. Their chimes blend perfectly with the low hum that still radiates from the sky. The sound becomes a lullaby sung not by one voice, but by the ocean itself. You drift through this glowing underwater forest for a long time, long enough for time to cease mattering entirely. The only rhythm that remains is your breath, and even that feels guided by something peaceful and ancient. The boat continues forward, slowly, gently, moving deeper into the heart of the Whispering Isles. The glowing forest begins to fade behind you, replaced by calm, open water once again. The hum softens, the chimes fade, and a broad, open sky stretches overhead like a vast blanket of stars. But these stars are different. They move, slowly, softly, almost imperceptibly. Some drift across the sky like floating lanterns. Others twirl in gentle spirals, leaving trails of silver and gold behind them. They aren't stars at all. They are sky drifters, the tiny luminous beings that float across the isles at night. They move closer to you, gliding overhead in a soft, swirling pattern. Their bodies look like drops of glowing dew suspended in the air, each with a faint halo of light around it. One drifter lowers itself towards you. It hovers inches above your chest, pulsing softly in time with your heartbeat. With each pulse, your breathing slows further. With each pulse, your mind sinks deeper into quiet.
Then it rises again, slowly, lazily, drifting back into the swirling sky. The rest follow, forming a luminous sky river that flows above you, mirroring the moonlit path below. You drift beneath this glowing sky river, feeling the calm seep into you, feeling heaviness in your limbs, feeling your thoughts dissolving into soft, quiet space until all that remains is peace. The boat turns slightly, a gentle shift, hardly noticeable except for the way the stars seem to change direction. Ahead, a wide archway rises from the water, an arch of pale stone covered with trails of shimmering moss. The moss glows like moonlight trapped in crystal threads. Tiny white flowers bloom along the arch, each releasing faint motes of silver dust that drift lazily into the air. Beyond the arch, the water looks darker, deeper, calmer. As the boat glides beneath the archway, the air cools again, becoming crisp and refreshing, carrying faint scents of cedar and mist. The moment the boat passes through, the sounds change. No more hum, no more chimes, no drifting bells or glowing creatures, just silence. A deep, cleansing silence, the kind that feels like the world holding you gently in its arms. The arch closes behind you, and ahead lies the deepest part of the Isles, the sea of quiet echoes, a place where sound sleeps, where breath softens, and where dreams grow heavy. The boat slows, drifting, gliding, carrying you deeper into this silent, moonlit sea, and your journey continues.
As the journey through the Whispering Isles comes to a close, the traveler reaches the final island, an open field beneath an endless sky of soft, glowing stars. Lying down in the cool, comforting grass, the world grows quiet. The stars drift slowly above, forming calm constellations that pulse like gentle breaths. A warm breeze moves across the field, carrying a feeling of deep safety and rest. The islands seem to cradle the traveler, as if the entire realm has been guiding them toward this moment of complete stillness. With each slow inhale and soft exhale, the body grows heavier, the mind softer, and thoughts fade into a peaceful quiet. Wrapped in moonlight, starlight, and the hush of the night, the traveler drifts into a deep, warm, dreamy sleep. The Whispering Isles dim gently around them, the breeze slows, and the night settles into silence, holding them safely as they slip fully into rest.